Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Command & Conquer General 0 Hour replay. Do note, as you gave me the warning that the replay may be a little bit buggy, so we're going to see if it goes well enough. On the left side as a pink Demolition General, we got 1v1. Spawn as the purple Super Weapons General, we got GSG-9. So, let's go ahead and get started. Super weapons versus demolitions. This map, let's see, there's a bunker there, one supply stash there, a supply stash down here. Purple does drone it. Power plant going on up. Probably can go for this expansion as well. In the corner, do have a garrison structure and an oil derrick here, and a bunker in a very scenic spot. More supply stashes in the center, top, and bottom. Bunkers everywhere. Oil derrick here as well. But it's not symmetrical enough. Yeah, close enough. Supply yards now being built. It does not get rid of its command center, so keep the command center online. Board tunnel here. Demolition, so cannot stealth these guys here. This one can bring in some EMP Patriots. We got a Ranger here. No supply stash. Oh, going for this expansion as well. Greedy Demolition. EMP Patriot now being established. EMP Patriot misses the tunnel. Inside the garrison. Is that garrison out of range? Yes, it is. Well, take a bit of time to clean this thing up. Technical push forward. Probably filled with a bunch of friendly people. And goes to the upgraded power plant. Takes it out immediately. Knocks out the EMP Patriot. EMP Patriot does make a shot there under the technical. We'll take a bit of time to clean on up though. Rockets trying to push forward. Is he trying to go for... They have demolition ability, right? Or do you have to research that? But that's Chinese, not GLA. Guns him down with the Rangers that came from the power plant. Tentacles pushing forward. Got multiple tunnels here. I think tentacles are just going to be meant for just combat. Got another dozer here. There's another dozer. This one did get hit a little bit. Another EMP, the power plant up there. Going for a fire base. Some friendly neighborhood people. Shooting down the rest of this. This may be in range, may not. Dozers can hit pretty hard. There's another EMP Patriot here. Rangers picking off the rocket troops though. Dozers taking a significant amount of damage. Fire base gets built. Dozer goes down. Tentacle goes down. Save these Rangers. Bunker slowly going on down. Rangers pursuing the worker. Purple has claimed this oil derrick. Tentacle does gun down the Ranger. So he has demolition charges on his units now. It gets EMP'd. Can't say if there's anything inside of it. Oh, there was some friendly neighborhood people there. Missed one. Does take out one. Hits the other one, connects. Can be repaired by a dozer. More tentacles here. Takes out the garrison, or the structure, but the technical will be gunned down. Another EMP Patriot going on up. Another fire base as well. Really trying to lock himself down. Doesn't he have a barracks, let alone war factory on the field? Auto repairs commencing on this one here. Do have now another power plant going on up. Got a war factory here and another fire base here. Maybe going to live at 2 heavy defenses. Fire bases at least do not consume any power though. Presumably it's mainly operated by the guys right there, or at least by the guys in the little blockhouse bunker there. Tentacles push right forward, dismounts some of these guys here while the got EMP. Takes out the units there, can take out some more of the suicide bombers. Here comes a Humvee. Another power plant goes down, probably still has power though. EMP Patriot gets this technical. Register 2 on this technical, so it does have some auto repairs. A large amount of units get inside this tunnel, so one of these tunnels could be pushing forward soon. That's a black market. Did he meant to do a supply stash there? Push these units forward. Does self supply stash, going for another EMP Patriot here. Trying to troll in. Almost feels like EMP Patriots, they're great for crowd control, but they do less damage. Airfield going on up there. With the amount of quads there, that's probably not a good idea. Can't go for Crusaders, can't go for Paladins. Needs to get some rocket troops inside that fire base. One friendly neighborhood person, multiple of those guys have popped on out. Being repaired now, but looks like the EMP Patriots are great at defending and taking out the vehicles. Fire base needs to start to go to rocket troops. This one's taking some damage. Fire base actually looks like out of range. It does survive the attack there. Quite handily, honestly. Black market there, supply stash here. I should have. At least the black market is actually out of vision range of the scouting drones, which there's actually not captured over here. I think he may be a little bit oversaturated right there. Seeing a lot of auto repairs here. Probably needs to put some rocket troops inside of it. Or Alpha Aurora bomber deployed in the field. Got some rocket buggies here, fully upgraded. Made short work of those buggies, that's for sure. This one didn't even get exploded and just gonna be sinking the ground there. Took so much damage, it just decides to just, yeah, I'm dead. Scudstorm has been pulled out by the GLA player. This does have increased damage and radius as it is demolition. Just ignore the poison there. It's demolition. It has no toxins in there. Probably use some sort of acid for the explosives, but no poison. Now the EMP's Patriot there, sitting on up that bit of supplies there. EMP's this down. Well, it's pushing a little bit too far forward. Alpha Roar took out whatever that was. The secondary explosion destroys the hull as well. Quads pushing forward. Got another fire bases. Looks like this one's out of range. Does get in range now. EMP's one of them. Explodes the other one. Explodes his command center. EMP Patriots They're, like I said, they don't have high DPS, but they are a pain in the butt to deal with. Another fire base there. Scudstorm almost online. You may need to task the Alpha Aurora just to take it out. I do not know how many Alpha Aurora checks to take it out. Does try to go farther, but this EMP Patriot is in range. Protecting the Alpha Auroras being shot down. Take out some more of these bunkers. These guys. There goes the workers. They are blasting off again. Let's see. He has complete vision of the Scudstorm. Maybe he has some A10s to go along with it. Not sure. Catch up the oil derrick. We got some outlying structures now. Going for some tunnels. Humvee, clean up other stuff in the region. Very nice. Quad half track. Gotta be careful. Alpha Aurora took some damage. They are quite expensive. What are they, 2,000? That one does. This one needs to drop his payload. It's vulnerable right now. Angry mobs advancing. Suppose that's one way to overwhelm EMP Patriots. Not sure if it's. He can always get some rangers inside the fire bases. Gunship push way forward. Not sure what version. Let's keep an eye on the Scudstorm. I think there's a level 2 A10 strike also going on with it. This might be enough. It's taking out a lot of abuse. It didn't destroy it. Got rid of it and put it down the hole though. Task on Alpha Auroras to finish off. Sack one. A fire base needs good work done. You need some rangers inside some of these fire bases. Pathfinders, ideally. But that's sometimes a little bit easier said than done. Alpha Aurora's getting pretty well vetted. It's being rebuilt, but the demolition toxin residue it killed off the worker trying to rebuild it. Take your unvetted Aurora and delete it. Down south got quite a bit of stuff there. Another airfield. Takes out a good number of units there. Rocket buggy went too far forward. Rangers push forward. The airfield probably does go down there. The Rangers can finish everything off. It's being rebuilt now. It's getting to the point where it may resist a single Alpha Aurora. Don't know how much health it can do to scaffolding an Alpha Aurora. Supply pad here. Definitely should probably get some stuff inside the fire base if there's a supply pad there. Buggy survived. Humvee may want to get a scout drone, honestly. Just a little bit extra vision. A number of veteran rangers there. Rebuilt the airfield. Yeah, just put a ranger in some of these fire bases just for extra protection. Demolition truck there gets exploded. Workers are advancing. This area has been mined out, so this one. US player just dug in and doing quite well. And the Scudstorm's almost rebuilt, going for a black market while at it. Maybe go for a particle cannon or two. They are pretty cheap for the supervised general. take out the rockets that came out of that. Very nice. Those workers definitely got it oversaturated. There's some still supplies here. Once he's... Well, long distance harvesting is probably perfectly fine. These guys, they have their shoes. The mount he has, it's possible to long distance harvest. That one does have flares as well, giving some resiliency versus the missiles. Supply drop coming on in. Scud storm 4 minutes. Multiple supply drops, very nice. You got that Scud storm rebuild for free. All those strikes that delayed the inevitable. Does he not have a supply stash anywhere anymore? They're all going back to the HQ. He does not have a supply stash on the field anymore. Oh. At least so long as harvesting, he has that rebuild. His opponent's not pushing out, so long as this harvesting is safe enough. There goes the Alpha Auroras due to ambush troubles. Oh. What? Some of the Alpha Auroras are actually still alive. Friendly neighborhood person here. Add another airfield. 2 Alpha Auroras exist at the moment. This is the EMP Patriot to their friendly neighborhood people. These guys think are 200 each for the Demolition General. Very cheap. I think the US player needs a Pathfinder. Oh, I hear a sniper. It's Jarman Kell, though, not a Pathfinder. He has this guy scouted. Oh! Sword explodes on the command center a little bit there. Rocket buggy still exists. Going for some strike by. Hitting the Alpha Aurora on the deck. Takes out the Vector C3 Alpha Aurora. Has the pilot there, though. This one here, fresh. Takes out both of those in one volley. And I'm not sure what actually exploded him. Oh, wait, did he manually explode it? Try to destroy the Alpha Aurora was taking off? He didn't do any damage, so maybe it was a thought that was not successful. Build a supply... Rebuilding a... No, that's black market there. I'm not sure where supply stash may be at. They can at least explode. Even build a supply stash back here. Let them long as harvest is okay. Take the Veg C3 one. Load up inside the Alpha Aurora. That is a good pilot to have. The workers are advancing. They're ready to get to work. Is that a Jarman Kell? Or a Pathfinder somewhere? Pathfinder finally got the pull on the field. He'd been needing that a long time ago. Takes up a rocket buggy. Hits the dozer. We shall name him Boom. The airfield stays barely alive. Going for another fire base. Rocket buggies pushing way forward. This, both oil decks are destroyed. Rocket buggies push way forward. Search and Destroy is still active. Honestly, probably should go for Bombardment for his Alpha Auroras to make them even do more damage. Missed. Oh, got in range of there. Took a hit there, lost one of the rocket buggies. Everything in this region needs repairs. Takes the fire base, loses one of the buggies. Takes out the buggy there. Supply yard to consume. We do have stuff flying over here. A good 3 supply pads looks at the moment versus how many black markets. This is kind of neutral. He actually brought that one forward. Oh, looks like the Scud Storm got neutralized again, but that is got put down to a hole again. Didn't get fully destroyed twice, so this will be twice rebuilt for free. Does get not finished off there. Stop building at 99%. So a couple more taps from a wrench and it'll go down. Gets wounded there. Alpha Aurora coming for another strike. Takes out the... whatchamacallit? Stinger sight. Another supply stash here. Got a fake black market there. Doesn't use the pilot there. Here comes a rocket buggy. Hits the Alpha Aurora. Does not take it down one volley. Needs to take all. Should be reloaded. Takes it out there and hits the dozer a little bit. Gets impede. Out of range. Got another ambush one there. Takes out the airfield. Demolition General is probably one of the worst ways to go. Just use Alpha Auroras against. Does use bombardment there. Get the extra gun going. You can probably just not rebuild that airfield. This airfield is still usable. Is that Anthrax Gamma or Beta bomb? Anthrax Beta. He just hit his own aircraft for that as well. Alpha Aurora does get toxined. And 99%. I don't think he used a regular worker to finish it off as well. It might be bug, I have no idea at this point. That's supply drop aircraft.
Our base is
Use
under
price
attack.
at 4,000 monies. Getting pretty low in power. Still got the toxins here though.
I'm just a peasant. I will obey.
Still the black market. Repairing up the palace. I think the Scud Storm may be bugged. We do have another ambulance there. Looking at the black markets. Still got the money there, largely undisturbed. Looks like more tunnels going down. No, those are rocket buggies. The sign just, I don't want to exist anymore. Rangers pursuing the rocket buggy. This is unvetted one. So it does get it killed off, does get picked off by a fire base in return. Scud Storm's now recomplete. Damaged. The nearby worker can repair it up. GLA player has income. Resupply pads on the field. Alpha Aurora Jet attacking somewhere. Going for honestly fake black marks may not be a bad idea. What type of bomber is that? Dealer bomb. I can hear a ambush tunnel. Gets EMP'd. Oh, bad spot for that. EMP Patriot there. Fake black markets will be useful against the Alpha Auroras. Quads on the retreat path. Gets shot down there. Honestly, putting spaced out quads in the center could be nice. Junk repair has been researched. We do have now rocket troops advancing, probably from some trenches. Could probably sell off some of these EMP ones. You got supply yard of pads up here. Losing those would be devastating. I'm not sure. Okay, he got a good amount of damage down. Not sure if he took any Alpha Aurora jets. One was the strategy center, wasn't it? Yeah, this was the strategy center, so that goes down. Alpha Aurora jet. Does not get any kills there. Scud Storm through 2 minutes. Big ground supplies just got dropped on in. Let's put the US player up to right now 4,700 monies.
Objective confirmed.
GLA is at nearly 6,000. Maybe a second Scud Storm? Fake black market's been established. Right, the Scud Storm again. And we've got a worker to help out with repairs. Level 3 A10s. Destroy Scud Storm entirely. So maybe not a good idea to go for Scud Storms. You'll need to go for a handful of perhaps stinger sites up in front. Oh, this Alpha Auroras are pretty good for stingers. Maybe get Scud launchers. No, there's too many EMPs, Patriots for that. And Alpha Auroras. Yeah, when a particle, a super weapons general gets dug in like this, it can be a pain to destroy. Honestly, hold the line may be the best operations for him at the moment. Hold the line will allow him to have his buildings more resilient, which has been a bit of a problem for him. I'm more resilient in this situation. I'm not exactly sure. You now have an angry mob here. He's at the fire base. One does connect onto a unit there. Angry mods, even just one guy there connects. Looks like a Redditor was the last one there. Probably from Portland. Takes up both those quads. Manchi does go down. Anthrax summon. Takes out some of these Rangers. Does clean up immediately. The ambulance took a bit of damage there. Needs to be cast with a war effect to get repaired up, I would say. Oh, there's actually still some supplies here. Might as well long this harvest with these guys.
Bombardment.
Bombardment increases damage. There goes that tunnel. Is any tunnels left? He needs to rebuild a tunnel, because I don't see any in the field. So, guess a bunch of guys are trapped. Oh, there's a tunnel there. Workers being tasked forward. So we got tunnels. Meeting gets EMP'd, which may be a good distraction. Workers are advancing. No sniper to pick off them. They're getting stuck on some stuff. They're not exactly combat units, so their AI is not exactly great. Ambush rebels takes up both the strategy center, airport, and the dozer. Here's a sniper, Jarman Kell this time. Did take a bit of shots himself. More supply drops on in. Takes out the EMP Patriot. The rest of these guys do go down. Looks like they do have AK-47s. It's the Alpha Aurora, but this Factor C2 does make it destroyed though. And here comes a bomber. US sniper on the field. I guess there's a Nope, Moabs are just deployed up by B1s, right? Or, no. Eel air bomb. It's a black market. Puts the other one in a hole. A10's also striking on it. Does not take out the palace. Engaging the quad. There. Looks like Drumkel does get picked off by the sniper. EMP Patriot out of power. Taking on the airport next. Quads destroyed forward. This one does get EMP Patriot. Going for the supply pad, trying to kill that off. Going to the Chinooks. Nope, going for the fire base next. Oh, and something exploded there. Or I'm not sure what actually finished it off. The fire base at a minimum range, maybe not. Not sure. No, it was a Comanche that picked it off there. That's what happened. More guys getting loaded up into the bunker here. Or tunnel. Another EMP Patriot being established. We have another ambush. Got to time it between the fire base shots. Off the fire base now. Being struck by the Chinooks. Rocket buggy still exists. Oh, that got hit by some sort of round came from the heavens, and I'm not sure. Oh, the bombardment base. I forgot how far that one could shoot. From the improved power plant. Quad half track entered too close. Takes of the power plant, now low in power. Treasure center, however, can still fire. Just one rocket quad missile trap. I can't speak. Rocket buggy. Ranger going to try to capture up the command center, being annoying like that. You got a van you could try crushing him with. Ranger, man versus van. Man versus car. That's almost what we saw there. Quad half tracks straight forward, power back online. Ambush rebels. Power plant 1. Supply pads up there. He may not be aware the supply pads up here. This would be a prime spot for anything. So following the aircraft would help him out with that. Though we may not see those aircraft up there this entire time. Got Anthrax Gamma deployed on the field. Oops. Okay, so Pathfinder's rocket bug is on the EMP Patriot now. Looks like I think the GLA player will win, but it's really hard for me to tell this moment. US brings in some great off maps. Destroys one of the rocket buggies there. Go for the other rocket buggy, I guess. Another Jarman Kell deployed on the field, which does get revealed by the drone. Probably everywhere right now. They got the Chinooks. Pilot sniping Dozer would be very nice. Quad trip forward, but gets EMP'd by that Patriot. Seems like attack pretty far there. Eventually, level 3 A10s. Going to the Black Market. Clean hit. Another strategy center with bombardment now active. How many Black Markets does GLA player have? Based on his income,
has been seen by the enemy. A warrior has fallen.
I think Jarman Kell got picked off. Looks like he has one Black Market income. That's way up there. US player does have vision of it. From a spy scan, I'm guessing. I'm not sure what's actually spotting it. Or he had an ability active, that's to say the least. Quad half track firing away. Dozer. goes down. Command's still alive. He still has another dozen field, so does not need to get that replaced. Oh, cancels that, whatever that was. Another dozer. Let's see, GLA player has 1,300. USA player has 1,700. Comanche push way forward. I'm probably getting to the point where I'm about ready to start fast forward through some stuff because it's a bit more of a stalemate sort of situation. We do have something being brought in. I think it's oh, it looks like a field air bomb. Comanche, Veteran 62 does manage to escape on out of there. The tunnel exists. Got a battle bus here. Comanche here. Versus 2, so it has some auto repairs. Interrupts the deployment and takes out the last of Black Market. And looks like we'll manage to escape on out of there as well. There's a single worker here. Does die. Oh, got the GLA ambush here. Takes out one of the supply pads. There's still 2 up there. Sneak attack here. Avoid the shots from here. Battle bus. I'm not sure with how many are left in there. Looks like gunship just came back. No German kill inside of this. Battle bus does go down. Gets EMP'd. Units evacuate. Takes out the strategic coordination center. Problem has 2 supplies of pads up there, so US player has income. I'm going to fast forward right now. Comanche flying about. Takes out the van. Now that's going to be annoying. A couple more quads came forward. Does get picked off by the A-10s. Keep an eye on the mini-map. Single quad. Does manage to live through that. Gamma bomb. Not gamma bomb, beta bomb. Does get cleaned on up by the ambulance. The dozer is damaged. He's low on power. Send the dozer to the ambulance to get healed on up. Inside the tunnels. And all the tunnels getting repaired on up. Zoom Comanche straight forward. Gets out another, what was that, van or battle bus? Ambush there. I think it's just being used for drawing fire. I don't think he has anything in the tunnels. Especially to Comanche. Always takes more damage than expected. And looks like the GLA player made it back to the game. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.